Welcome to Disney A, the Canadian-themed travel podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Krysta.
Guess what?
What?
It's the final countdown of 2021.
To old acquaintance be for... I never understood this song.
Yes, it's almost time for our annual watching of When Harry Met Sally.
It's true. It's true. Very
yes. But before that, we're going to talk about 2021 through a Disney lens.
Yes, because that's where a Disney podcast. It's kind of the spiel, the thing.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
We called it the Year of Marvel, so we're probably going to talk a lot about Marvel.
Probably going to talk a lot about Marvel.
Yeah.
Yes. But now, also, before we get too far, we are doing this in the future. So there might be something crazy that happens in the last week of 2021.
I believe we're doing it in the past.
I mean, we're doing this for the future.
For the future.
For the future.
For the children.
Marvel reference.
Yeah.
Nice. So we are doing this for the future in the past. So there might be, it's holiday time. So maybe in the last week, something crazy happened in 2021. If it did, we're sure it was crazy. And that was nuts.
I'm sure it'll be good news, right?
Yeah, definitely good news. Nothing bad. Okay. So we're wrapping up 2021, looking ahead to 2022. Before we do any of that, Brandon, what is your nerd thing this week that we're recording, not the week that you're reading this?
Yeah, well, it is winter here, and I've been snowshoeing because I'm good at tromping.
I don't know why this strikes me so funny every time you say it. He's like, I'm good at tromping.
I tromp through the woods and stuff.
Yeah, we've said, we live in the mountains in Canada, so, winter is actually very wintry here. And yeah, you've been tromping through the woods, and I've been following.
Yes.
And I do, 2 snowshoe steps every one of your snowshoe steps.
You do a pretty good job.
Thanks. I keep up as best I can.
Yeah, as best you can.
Do you want to know my nerd thing? I always forget to say my nerd thing right away. Okay.
You should be excited about it.
I am, but I'm always like, a lot of times your nerd thing leads into what you're drinking, and so it's just kind of like a natural progression.
I'm not an alcoholic, you're an alcoholic.
Anyway, for Christmas, one of the... You spoiled me. Thank you, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome.
But one of the things you got me was, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I like Animal Crossing.
Really?
And one of the things you got me were amiibo cards for the first time, and I got to try them out finally. And I was waiting till I had a stretch of time when I could play with them all, and that was really fun. And now I like amiibo cards, and I want more amiibo cards. And I'm gonna it's your fault. There's no one to blame but yourself.
And earlier you were calling them amigo cards.
They're my amiibo amigos.
I shaking my head.
Anyway, so that was fun. So I was playing Animal Crossing, and have really been enjoying holiday season, holiday time. It's been nice to do things, but it's still pretty relaxed and laid back. We're in a weird limbo kind of situation right now, but it's nice to enjoy Christmassy things.
Yes. So with these amiibo cards, do you hold the power of Tom Nook in the palm of your hand?
Yes.
That's another Marvel
reference. Yes, it is. You know what? They're amazing.
They are amazing.
And what are you drinking?
Well, I have a nice special brew.
Oh?
It's from Calgary, Alberta, which is nearby us.
Yes, it is.
And it's called Night Gallery.
Oh.
It's an IPA, which seems like a very common type of beer these days, but it's delicious.
Nice. You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I am, like we said, we're recording this in the past from when you're listening to this, so I'm still working on my advent calendar, which is a gin advent calendar, and my gin that I'm behind in, so I'm catching up, is gin rummy?
Yes, gin rummy, which is, I looked it up, and it has gin and rum in it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm drinking, with water.
Yeah.
With lots of water.
A little bit of sparkling water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm up to date on my beer calendar, so I'm not drinking that.
I am not.
Beer is easier to drink.
That's true. That's very true. Yes. Yeah, so I don't know. Just happy holiday time, and this is our last holiday episode talking about New Year's.
Yeah. Oh, that's sad.
I know. Now we're into 2022. Well, next we're into 2022.
Yeah. When you realize that 2022 is just 2020 also. Wah, wah, wah.
Timed that really badly. I just took a drink and I almost was a spit take.
You didn't spit take on the laptop, so we're all good. We're all good. Yeah,
That's your own fault. Okay, so now here we normally talk about our Marvel update. At this point, Marvel Hawkeye episode 6 has come out. We are watching this actually after we record. Tomorrow, yeah.
We're going to stay up late and watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow from recording, so it will have been out. And so we can be 100% spoiler free. Brandon, what did you think about Hawkeye episode 6?
Well, they were at Rockefeller Center.
Oh, yes, that's in the trailer, yeah.
30 Rock.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They 30 Rocked it.
Yeah.
You know what? Spider-Man swings through there at some point, you know? It's interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When?
In the Spider-Man movie.
The new one?
Yeah.
Oh. Why are you saying that?
It's interesting.
It is interesting, but that's a spoiler thing.
Not really.
No, he just swings through Rockefeller Center at some point? Yeah, I guess that's not really spoiler, is it? You know what? He is in New York.
He is in New York.
And yes. Spider-Man, so that makes sense.
Because this one, he's not far from home. He's
in
New
home.
York.
Yes, yeah. There was Hawkeye. I bet Pizza Dog was in it.
Probably. I hope so.
Some Kate.
I'm pretty sure that Pizza Dog is fine. Nothing bad will happen to Pizza Dog.
He better, better be fine, or I quit everything. Life. Just quit.
You just quit? Yeah.
Just quit everything.
Yes, that makes more sense than your other thing that you're going to quit for, so.
Yeah. But obviously we haven't seen it, so.
Hashtag Pizza Dog.
Pizza Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm sure it was great. Okay, and that takes us to the news, ? Disney A news update.
Well, news. Genie Plus is trucking along. It hasn't crashed recently.
As of this recording.
No, after the first day, it seems to have gone okay.
I think they figured out some stuff.
It doesn't seem to be as popular as the Disney World version.
True.
They're not running out of reservations for either Genie Plus or the individual a la carte rides.
I mean, I'm not sure over Christmas itself, maybe they did, but as of this recording, Rise sold out once at all, and I think it might have been day one or day two.
Yeah,
maybe.
Day one or day two.
Day one of it actually working, because day one didn't actually work.
And that's the one that's like very popular, so that makes sense.
That makes sense, but still only once.
It's just only once, yeah. Well, they're also charging $20 a head, per
still
ride,
though.
So like that, yeah. Anyway, so that's fine. And reservations seem to be a little more open for your Magic Keys. That's good because Disney's getting sued for Magic Keys.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit last time, but that lawsuit is just trucking right along, and more information has come out about it now, and it's not looking, well, I don't know. Like, they're not going to win.
I don't think so, but it is interesting. Like, it is a bit of a bait and switch because they said, reservations are limited based on capacity, but they're not. They're giving preference to, of course, single-day ticket holders.
Mm-hmm. Which they could have explained.
I mean, it makes sense from a business perspective.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I don't know what we'll see with that. But
part of the big problem with Disneyland that Disney World doesn't have is the preference, like what was annual pass had it so good for so long.
And it was such a large percentage of the attendees.
But I mean, that's like cyclical, right? Like, it was such a good deal that, of course, they're going to have more. But then there's a sense of entitlement for that because you've had that in place for so long.
Right.
And as a non-annual pass member, it's not like you're not going to go. It's not like you're going to go and not have a good time or anything. But during that time, there was definitely talk on social media and things like that, like you feel like an outsider because you're not an annual pass holder and things like that. You don't want that either.
They had all these perks for annual pass holders, and they were already getting like a steal of a deal.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So I mean, it's tough because I can definitely understand why I spent all this money. So I want what I paid for it 100%. I also understand business wise, you make more money off of others. And I understand single ticket holders. It's like, well, yeah, it's nice to not be the like bottom of the barrel for once, you know, especially when you end up paying a lot.
Yeah,
so it's not like you don't pay more.
Traveling across the country,
exactly.
And stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It is tough. I'm sure it'll find a happy medium somewhere.
I'm sure it will. So this is interesting because this is, of course, going to be decided more in the court of public opinion than actual court. Disney is not, hard up for lawyers or anything like that.
No, they are. They have a very good legal team.
Yes, they do.
They just have he's just a good lawyer.
Just a good lawyer. Just a good lawyer. Wow. Well done. Yeah. Okay.
No comment.
No
okay.
comment.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. But, it's nice having a good lawyer around when you need one.
It is.
And I think Disney has a good lawyer or two.
So, for no reason, we saw Spiderman.
Oh, yeah. Nice. No reason.
No reason.
That's a good news item.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that is out. It is breaking all kinds of records and things.
Yeah, so it is now officially the second largest opening movie ever.
As of this recording. It could
no.
Right, because opening weekend.
Opening weekend, it passed. It officially passed Infinity War.
Okay.
It's only behind Endgame.
Yep.
It's still a pandemic.
Yep.
So that's kind of crazy.
That's insane. So I was saying, like, it's impossible to know for sure, but hypothesizing would make sense to assume had it not been pandemic times, you would have your biggest opening ever.
Maybe. Endgame opened huge.
Yeah, but so this is pretty crazy because there are theaters that are closed, and there are, like, I know several people who would have been going opening weekend, except they're currently not seeing movies in theaters right now. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm sure if I know a few people like that, there's a lot of people like that. So, like, for them to be as successful as it is, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
There's still a pandemic.
It's mind-boggling. So, spoiler free. What did you think
let's do
Spider-Man?
this like briefly because I think, like you said, we're gonna talk Marvel more when we talk main topic. This is nuts and insane.
This is the partridge on the pear tree to year of Marvel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You got like 6 Shang-Chi's dancing. I don't know.
10 rings.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. And Spider-Man, who has no way home.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna stop. And we lost our listeners. Damn it. Okay. It was awesome. We saw it opening night in theaters. It was a small town theater kind of thing. I don't know if it was 100% sold out, but
pretty
close. Yeah. They had two theaters of it.
It's a small town theater. They have 2 screens. Spider-Man was playing on both.
Yes. So, there are a few moments when I talk to other people about great seeing movies in person, and this is going to be added to my list.
Oh,
so
100%.
One was like Force Awakens, seeing that opening night and hearing everyone cheer, when Han first shows up. Or you mentioned Infinity War and Endgame, Infinity War and just everyone sitting there dumbfound shock, gasping, it was, or the little boy crying at the end of it the second time we saw it. But you have, this one was full, people, shouting, and I mean, normally I'm it's a theater, shut up, but, it fit with everything, it was the appropriate moments.
There's certain movies where cheering is acceptable.
Yeah, there was definitely, the audience was invested, there was cheering at certain moments, there was, shouting at certain moments. I'm being very vague here.
It is funny, because they had cheering, and then right after they'd be like, shh, I need to hear the next part. They were into it.
You were just cheering.
Yeah.
It was you. I thought it was really funny. The credits, the movie ends and the credits go, but it's a Marvel movie, and there were still people who started to get up, and people were like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, make fun of the people, yeah.
There was a group of kids behind us that I said almost restored my faith in, like, the youth. Because, the youths, what was it, like, 6 boys or something like that? What, like, age 14-ish?
Yeah.
And we saw them before. I saw a couple of them, and they were, you know, they had, like, Spider-Man t-shirt or, like, the gloves and stuff like that. But they were in varying levels of, like, full-out cosplay, like DIY. The one boy got up, and we didn't notice until they were leaving, and he was in, like, a big Doc Ock outfit. Like, had pool noodle arms, yeah. And I was just like, did my faith in, like, children just get restored? Like, and they were so into it. They were like, argue with each other, but they were
not alive when the first Spider-Man movie came out.
No, they were not alive when any of the Tobey Maguire ones came out. We looked it up what year each thing came out. Just for, like, when would these boys have had their introduction? It would have had to be the Andrew Garfield ones, right? Like, timing-wise.
I mean, everybody loves Spider-Man.
Everybody loves Spider-Man. So that was really...
a very easy sell for a teenager to identify with any Spider-Man.
I think that's kind of like the whole premise of
that
it, right?
That is why it works so well. That's why it's so popular.
That's why Stan Lee created it in the first place. But, so it was really cool to have, like, such audience involvement in that. And I would say that is definitely a highlight for, like, any movie I've seen, let alone movies I've seen this year. What about you?
Yeah, no, I loved every minute of it.
Yeah.
I was sitting there grinning like a dumb idiot the whole time.
You know, it was one of those things where you, like, you gasp, you shout, you laugh, you cry, you, like, are totally into it, and yeah. If you haven't seen it, you need to go see it. And first of all, we're gonna not talk spoilers in this. We are gonna talk about Spider-Man just as, like, movies that came out.
It'll be the coup de grace at the end of this episode.
Exactly. But just so you know, if you have managed to stay away from spoilers still when this episode comes out, and you haven't seen
and
the
you're
movie,
listening to a Disney podcast, that's
first
very
of all,
brave.
That's very brave.
Yeah.
You need to go see it because you are not going to be able to stay away from spoilers. Like, I don't know how.
Honestly, if you're listening to this on the internet and you've used the internet, I don't know. I don't understand.
I would also like to point out, while I'm talking about, like, youth and the response that people have to Spider-Man, not only did my students have a countdown to, like, days till holiday break on my board, they had days till Spider-Man on my board.
Handily, they were the same.
They were the same, but they, like, apparently I mislabeled it because Spider-Man was more important, and I had more than one student skip the last day of classes, not just because it's the last day of classes, but to drive to go to a theater to go watch Spider-Man. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even mad. Like, it's a completely reasonable thing to do. So, yeah, I'm not telling you to get any kids who are listening, don't skip classes to go see Spider-Man.
I skipped school to go see episode 1.
Did you? Oh, yeah, with your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
I don't know. Pop culture moments are important, too.
Pop culture moments are important. And as, like, a teacher hat here for a minute, I remember years ago a student asking me, can I be fully involved in understanding literature if I don't know, like, ancient Greek myths or, like, the Bible or things like that? And I said, like, not really. You know what's as important as that, though, now? Pop culture.
You need to know the Bible. You need to know your Greek myths. You need to know Shakespeare.
And you need to know Star Wars.
You need to know Star Wars.
Sorry.
You need to know comic books.
You do.
You don't have a full frame of reference of life without all of these pieces.
And as a teacher, I'm flat out saying...
They're all culture.
You know what? I teach... Well, okay, as Star Wars, mm-hmm. I teach A New Hope. Well, I did when I taught a grade 10 level. Same year, I teach Romeo and Juliet. Like, it's just... Pop culture's important. So, like, I'm not telling you to skip school and go do it. But...
You probably could. You probably could. It's fine.
Really... I really love how involved people are in this. And I think it's a testament to how popular everything is and how successful and well done.
Let me say this. I remember skipping school to go to the Phantom Menace.
Sorry.
I would not have remembered what I did in school that day.
That's a very good point. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. It's just really cool to be like to see something that everyone is so involved in. I love that. And there aren't a lot of moments like that anymore.
Well, no. I mean, with streaming and stuff, you have some somewhat shared moments, but you don't have everyone sitting down and watching like the last episode of Seinfeld together anymore.
Exactly.
Because
what do you get? Super Bowl, Oscars,
Super Bowl. Even the Oscars is downturned now. So
it's really cool to see like that kind of like response to something, and I'm glad that I haven't heard a whole lot of disappointment.
Oh no. It's critically acclaimed, and it's even more audience acclaimed.
Which is
by
how
every metric.
Often do those things go together? So yes, I think
Marvel. That's
Marvel.
when they
okay,
they
fair,
go together.
Fair. So I think it's safe to say we like this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else news-wise?
Nothing good that I want to talk about.
Fair enough. Let's take a break before we get to our main topic for our friends on Magic the Mouse Radio. It's holiday time. Okay, so we spent a lot of time talking Spider-Man in the news. We will talk about, again, briefly, like you said, it's the icing on the cake for 2021. So let's talk like the highs, the lows, and then let's end up with things we're looking forward to in 2022 through this lovely Disney lens of ours.
Disneyland. That's different than Disneyland.
It's true. It's true. I mean, it's hard because 2021, like, it's not as bad as 2020, but there's definitely, like, it just keeps going. So,
I will say, I feel very fortunate that while 2021 wasn't the turnaround that we were all hoping for, we at least have gotten to experience some theatrical stuff, and we got a bit of a return to normal with the Marvel release schedule of everything. I mean, we've been saying it's the year of Marvel, and for a very good reason. We've gotten a lot of Marvel content this year. We've gotten a lot of Marvel.
Okay, so let's talk Marvel in just a minute. So in my world, like, disappointments. I think Disney Plus Day was disappointing to me. And lack of Star Wars to this point. We are about to start Boba Fett here. And then, of course, we'll have Mandalorian down the road. So then we will have some more. But I was hoping for more Star Wars news, more things like that.
Marvel has kind of overtaken the space
of
everything. But yeah, Star Wars, because we had Mandalorian Season 2 to round out 2020.
Yes. And that was very awesome.
It was amazing. But yeah, we haven't had a whole lot of Star Wars this year.
Not really. Now, this will be coming out prior to Boba Fett starting.
Yes.
So
we have not seen Boba Fett.
No, but Boba Fett will...
Boba Fett looks really good,
It looks so good. And because it's starting right at the end of 2021, I'm ready to say 2022, that's one of the things I'm looking forward to. Good way to start 2022.
Oh, I am so excited for Boba Fett.
Speaking of, this could have been in the news, but there is a photo op downtown Disney if you want to have, like, the throne for Boba Fett.
The new throne.
The new one. Yes, that's true.
Because Jabba's throne was very large, not really fit for humanoids. So Bib Fortuna, which is the Twi'lek who worked with Jabba, who had taken over for him after his untimely demise on the barge. He got choked out.
Yeah, he did that.
And
you know what? It serves him right.
So he built a whole new throne and then got shot.
Yeah. Yeah. We saw that.
Yeah.
It was the end of... Yeah. So now
there's a new throne.
Yeah, now there's a new throne. And
you can get your picture taken
exactly.
on it.
I think it is the second coolest photo op that I've seen.
It's definitely the coolest.
It is the second coolest. What do you think I think was the first?
I feel like we're going to spend a lot of time talking about this, but yes, the WandaVision photo op was very cool. So,
okay,
our first release this year,
yes,
to kick off a somewhat feeling of normalcy, was Disney Plus launching Marvel shows, TV shows that are actually connected.
It's amazing. Oh my god, are they ever?
And WandaVision. We were gifted with WandaVision.
A cool start. It was such a good start. It was the one I was most looking forward to, and I know I'm going to not talk about this for like 20 minutes, I swear. But I was most looking forward to it, and I was also worried about it because I was so excited about it and it was coming out first, and I was like, am I going to end up being disappointed? Or is it going to be awesome and everything else is going to be a letdown? Neither of those things happened. I wasn't disappointed, and like, even though it is remaining my first most favorite thing, it's like I haven't been disappointed by anything else. It hit everything it was supposed to. I loved, you know what my favorite thing was this year with all the Marvel stuff? Being like obsessed with like, and finding the clues, you know, and like trying to figure things out.
Yes.
And WandaVision was the perfect, like, let's start doing that this year.
Yeah, and it was released on a weekly schedule, which gave all the huge nerds like us time between each episode to explain why we were going to see Mephisto in the next episode. And we never did.
You know. But we could have at any point in time.
I'm pretty sure Mephisto is behind it all. I'm pretty sure still. But like, you had all these mysteries, and it was a weekly event.
It really was, and you had people again for the first time getting together and being like involved in this.
For the first time since Tiger King, you mean?
Basically, since Tiger King. It's true. It is actually true. I mean, Bridgerton had a lot of people watching. Yeah. We were late to the party with Bridgerton, though. So, but this was like, again, the first time when you had people being like, well, what do you think this means? And like, you were talking about it. You had this dialogue
It was a shared experience.
It was a shared experience. Also, one of my favorite musical releases of 2021, Agatha All Along.
True. Yes, it was nominated for a Grammy.
It was. You know what? I'm not even mad at it. It's on 2 of my Spotify playlists, okay?
It's a great tune.
It's a great tune.
Very catchy.
So this was like, I feel kind of sad that like one of my highlights of Disney in 2021 was in January.
Yeah, well,
it was just really good. I love the creative concept. I think like it's going to be integrated into so many things. You already see some overlap from other shows and such, and future things going on. But yeah, I love like Scarlet Witch, so I love that character. I guess now she's a Scarlet Witch, so I was gonna like it. I love old sitcoms. I like, it was just really, really cool, and I'm just so happy with it. Okay, that was basically what we started off with as far as Disney goes in 2021. You liked WandaVision?
I did. I absolutely.
Was that a high for you or like a medium of the road for you?
No, it was definitely a high. It was nice to get some new Marvel content. We had an entire year where everything was pushed back, and
sure was,
and all that. So yeah, we got WandaVision, and then shortly after we were back in theaters for Black Widow. Yeah,
finally. Okay, and this was a high and a low for me.
Right.
It was kind of middle of the road. I really liked it. I was happy to see it and everything. I was sad about the drama that happened surrounding it.
Yes, I mean the lawsuits and all that.
And I was sad that it had gotten postponed so long to get to it. So it seemed
it was postponed from its original release date, but it was much delayed even before that.
Yeah.
There should have been a Black Widow solo movie.
Yep.
Years ago, before we even knew what a coronavirus was.
It's true. It is 100% true.
But
and,
as a movie, it was solid. It coming out when it did was kind of problematic because we know what happens to Black Widow, and so all this character development was kind of too little, too late, almost
superfluous.
But it did introduce us to Florence
Yelena,
and
she's awesome.
She is awesome and continues to be awesome.
Yep, she's there. She's again a great part of the interweaving between the movies and the shows.
And like, this is going to be the struggle for Marvel to hand off to a new generation in a seamless and like not trying too hard way. Like, it's very difficult because I mean, the Avengers was a trick and a half in and of itself, and then to like turn that over into whatever they're going to do going into the future, that's super hard.
Yeah, it is interesting because you have your original cores, and then you added in other groups, and I don't know why I'm doing hand gestures because no one could see me doing them except you.
I talk with my hands on the phone all the time.
I do. But you had these other people coming in, and now you have, in addition to the core, some of whom are around still and some are not, and then you have others that were like kind of second group, and then I'm thinking, Guardians and Doctor Strange, things like that. And now you have a third group coming in, which is like the next generation.
The next generation.
So
like
you have
Captain Picard and stuff.
Almost the exact same. Mm-hmm. So you have this interweaving.
Earl Grey.
And these... I'm just ignoring the Earl Grey. And you have this interweaving, and also like some threads are ending and others are continuing on, and it's this whole tapestry.
They're spinning a lot of plates
now. They really
are. I honestly have no idea how they're doing it, but
I'm so impressed by how they're doing it.
There has been very preciously few stumbles.
It's true. It is true.
I don't know.
Eternals. Oh man!
Even Eternals was watchable though.
I have that cough.
I know.
It's true. It was very watchable. Speaking, well, you know what? Let's just stay on the Marvel train. Okay. So we had Black Widow. We also had Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yep.
Kind of like, basically all year one thing ended, another one began. So, Black Widow, Falcon, Winter Soldier kind of overlapped a little bit. Falcon Winter Soldier, I was kind of so there were...
I wasn't super excited for Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I was like, that seems fun. Mm. But, so I was really excited for WandaVision. I was really excited for Loki. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm sure that'll be fun for Falcon Winter Soldier, for Hawkeye, and for What If. I've not been disappointed in a single series. Let's just say that right off the bat. Unless, we haven't seen the last episode of Hawkeye. I might end up disappointed. I might quit. There might not be a Krysta on the episode next year.
Hi guys, it's just me.
Okay, so Falcon Winter Soldier, I was kind of like, I really liked this. You had some excellent action scenes, which was, I think, a strength of this. And it did a little bit more heavy lifting than I was assuming it was going to do.
Yes, it did a lot of heavy lifting. Mm-hmm. And Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan are the bromance to end all bromances.
It's 100% true.
I don't know. Those guys are awesome.
Yeah, it's so...
you have your list of people you want to have a beer with. Those two are very high on it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've loved the chemistry, but the focus was them in that one, but they were kind of secondary characters to others in the wider MCU as a whole. So you have, I love the chemistry between these different characters. You had, in WandaVision, you had Kat Dennings and Randall Park. And I will watch a show with just the two of them, by the way.
That has been pitched. Just do X-Files style show.
I'm here for it. I'm okay. Sign me up. I'm good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No problem. And then of course we had Falcon and Winter Soldier, and the dynamic between them in the films was great. And so I really enjoyed seeing them work together in this one.
Yeah, it was the perfect buddy cop movie. They didn't super get along, but they did. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
They just want to fix that.
They did when it mattered. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, apparently someone went around Avengers Campus in Disneyland and was asking all the characters what they wanted for Christmas.
Really?
And Captain America, the new Captain America, said he just wants to fix his boat.
Really? That's amazing.
So whoever was in that costume that day was very good. Very good.
Applause for you, sir. I like that they didn't shy away from some tough stuff in it. Mm-hmm. They addressed. I'm always interested in the way the snap affected and the coming back affected other people. That was freaking 5 years.
They need to. Oh, they have been, but they need to do more. Just different reactions and the different impacts of that. And I think that is absolutely fascinating.
Yeah, so you had a little bit of immediate reaction in WandaVision, but you had actual, like, socioeconomic realities that existed because of this. I mean, it's all one thing to be like, great, they came back, yay, happy ending, but also, yeah, not for everyone. That's not how society works, and I love the fact that they're actually looking at that. So you have, you know, there's some tough issues with that, and there's some tough racial issues also that they look at, and I'm... You know, hats off to Marvel and Disney Plus for doing that.
And it's important for pop culture to explore that sort of thing.
100%
right?
it is. 100% it is. You can't pretend it doesn't exist or you're being insincere.
Exactly.
Okay, so I was pleasantly surprised with this. It's not being now WandaVision in my list of wonderful things, but pleasantly surprised.
Okay.
Okay. What do you think? Same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good. Really good.
Really good. Next we had, the next show was Loki. This is one you were most excited for.
I was most excited about it. It did a lot of exposition.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. Maybe not, didn't go quite down the road that I was expecting.
Right.
Which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Tom Hiddleston as Loki.
I know.
And it looks
I
like
think
he's
he just
gonna,
gets to play, basically.
He's going to continue on, and I'm fine with that. It was solid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Didn't blow my mind or anything,
no,
but it was
were
solid.
you disappointed in it at all or anything?
Maybe only because my expectations were sky high.
Right.
But I can't be too sad about it. It was solid.
Speaking of Marvel, before we go any further, I just really wanted to highlight all of the Marvel, the shorts, the legends that as we've been going on and we watch these.
The smartest thing Disney ever did was come up with this legends thing, because the MCU is such a monstrosity now. I can't imagine trying to come into it as a newbie, because it does reward you for having stuck with it since the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, then that excludes people who are trying to start.
And you definitely don't want that.
Well, you don't want that for money reasons, if anything.
Exactly.
But no, we're not about gatekeeping either. Mm-hmm. So I think the Legends is a good, quick catch-up. You can go on YouTube and watch a catch-up video too, but it's good to have an official one. So
what they want you to pay attention to.
It's like a previously on.
Exactly. Oh, they did that on WandaVision.
They did, yes. They do that on Hawkeye too.
It's true, but it was fun on WandaVision because it's the TV show. Okay, I'm not going to talk about WandaVision the whole time. I mean, we've stuck with it the whole time, but even then, it was
multiple watch throughs. But
it's very true. But even then, it's cool to watch them because then you get to see through their lens.
You know what they're highlighting.
Exactly. For example, we had Sharon Carter show up, of course, in Falcon and Winter Soldier, and there were minor things or moments that she was in that I was like, oh yeah, she was in that section there. So because she wasn't the focus, it's easy, even with someone who's stuck with it the whole time.
You forget
multiple
things,
walkthroughs, because your focus wasn't on that. So it also works don't feel like you can't watch just because, just because you've watched them already.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to shout out that. Also, do you want to talk not Marvel at the same time,
let's
chronologically?
Do it.
Because Raya and the Last Dragon came out about this time.
Mm-hmm.
It was in theaters, and then of course, Disney Plus, and we watched it. And this was a nice animated edition. What did you think of this one?
I liked it. It was fine.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was solid. That the animation was really was gorgeous,
beautiful.
I thought it was a nice prequel to Shang-Chi.
It did tie in nicely, didn't it?
It really did. I don't know.
In so many ways.
There's dragons and Aquafina and, whatever.
Yeah, everything else is fine. Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm obsessed with Marvel. That's
100% fair. It was the year of Marvel, so let's talk about Raya and the Last Dragon as a prequel to.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. I don't know.
Animated prequel, it's fine. Hey, you know what? Marvel did animated versions of their shows, so why not?
Yes.
We'll talk about.
Yes, I was trying not to jump ahead. Okay.
Yeah. Other show I want to mention that came out about this time was the Mighty Ducks Game Changers.
Yes. Okay. This was like a shockingly good show.
What did we say? It was better than it had any right to be.
I was like, let's watch the Mighty Ducks show.
And then I was like, wait, do we like this?
It was
actually good.
It was actually really good. So I'm really upset because Emilio Estevez is not going to be in season 2.
Which is disappointing. I was looking forward to season 2.
And there was a whole bunch of controversy about that. Apparently it was about vaccinations, but then it wasn't. And yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, let's start out watching season 2. We probably won't stick with it. I think Emilio was he was a selling feature in this one.
I mean, there's a lot of a nostalgia there, but it was well put together.
Yeah. So even if you don't have the nostalgia, this is way better than it has any right to be.
Like, we're in Canada, and minor hockey is this big monstrous
100%.
beast.
So both of my brothers played minor hockey and things like that. So I get you schedule your life around practices and game times and tournament driving.
Yeah, in Canada, you don't even have to be part of the Mighty Ducks big thing. Every community has that.
Yep, 100%.
So, it is.
And as someone who had 2 brothers, it was, okay, you drive this brother over here and you drive this brother over here. It wasn't even a question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so Mighty Ducks and Falcon and Winter Soldier kind of overlapped. We'd ran The Last Dragon. Other shows that came out at the same time. We never watched The Big Shot, but I heard good things about it. Bad Batch, we are really excited to watch. We're so
behind on Star Wars animation. I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm sorry.
But the other one I wanted to mention was
The Clone Wars are so good, though.
I know, so good. We're almost done Clone Wars.
Almost.
Okay, but we're paused because right now, like I said, it's holiday time. We're watching Christmas stuff. But the other one I wanted to mention was Cruella. Came out shortly after this. So, live action. This one I was excited for. I liked it.
I liked a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah, me too. It was just fun.
Emma Stone is fantastic.
And she leaned into it hard. And that is what you have to do playing a character like Cruella de Vil.
She watched Glenn Close chew the scenery, and she's like, hold my beer. No, wait. Hold my martini.
Yeah, hold my martini and my very long cigarette.
No cigarettes allowed.
No, she just had a walking cane. But Glenn Close did.
Yes.
Glenn Close had one, yes. So much fun. I'm trying to decide if this one takes the cake for me for live action.
I think it's still Jungle Book, but...
Biggest contender there's been.
Yeah, no, it was really good. And maybe it was just expectations, do a prequel to 101 Dalmatians about the lady who wants to skin puppies. I don't want to see that. No, it was good.
No, they made it work. It was a lot of fun. Great soundtrack, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
And of course, the fashion was great. It was just they did it well.
The cinematography was fantastic.
Yeah, it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Cruella
cool. Was great, and that was the first one that we actually bought on Premiere Access on Disney Plus.
We hummed and hawed about Ray and the Last Dragon.
The timing didn't work, but...
Exactly, and then by the time it did, it was like, it's almost going to be free.
Yeah.
So Cruella, we made a point we were going to. After that is when Loki showed up. We talked about that a little bit. Did you have anything else to add about Loki?
I like Loki.
Yeah.
Not as much as Loki likes Loki, but that's another story.
Well, Loki really likes Loki now.
Really likes Loki. Yeah, well.
It was a lot of fun. Hey, speaking of great chemistry, Owen Wilson and Tom Hiddleston have great chemistry.
Wow. That's my best Owen Wilson, sorry.
It was good. Then we had Luca.
Oh, Luca. Okay. In the pantheon of Disney animated movies, maybe not in the upper echelon, but I really liked it.
I feel like I keep saying it was a lot of fun. Maybe that's what 2021 needed. I didn't have, the Disney movies were not necessarily a lot of oh man, this is there was some Marvel that did, but this is affecting me in person, but it was fun. It was escapism. I liked Luca a lot. This is going to be one I'm definitely going to rewatch this summer.
I mean, it's got the Italy vibe and it's got the ocean vibe.
So good.
Perfect.
Good. Yeah. The other show that came out shortly after that was Monsters at Work.
Oh, we did watch this as well.
We did. Again, another one that we're let's watch an episode and see. So much fun because you're not you don't dislike Monsters Inc., but you don't like it as much as I do.
Yeah, Monsters Inc. is probably one of I would put on the list of overrated Pixar movies.
I disagree, but okay.
Which people get angry about, but whatever.
I am one of those people.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not Wall-E. But I don't know. Monsters Inc. is fine. Yep. But I wasn't like, oh, I need to revisit this world so bad. Let's have a whole series about it. But you know what? The series worked, and the concept was great.
Yeah,
and we had the main actors come back.
Yes.
So that was really cool.
You said that the show actually makes you want to watch more likely to want to watch the movie again.
Yeah,
which is nice.
I actually liked revisiting the world more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the concept of Monsters Inc. is really good. I thought, like, maybe the movie itself hit me at the wrong time or something. It just didn't really speak to me.
Didn't resonate.
But the concept is fantastic.
Right. So good. So good. And so you got to play with that a little bit more. Mm-hmm. So that's a recommend. I'm going to recommend that if you're looking for, hey, I want to watch something Disney-ish, but I don't really know what I want to watch. That's a good one.
Yeah, and it's not a big time investment.
And that's why. Because, like, you're going into Clone Wars or something. You're sticking through Clone Wars and Rebels and Bad Batch. It's the whole thing. But Monsters, Inc., there's not that many episodes. Tear through that really quickly.
Quick episodes.
Yeah, exactly. We also had Jungle Cruise come out. We have not seen Jungle Cruise yet, and I'm very upset about it.
Yeah. Both Emily Blunt and Dwayne Johnson are going to kick your butt for that one.
Probably.
They definitely could.
They totally could. Part of the reason we haven't watched it is we were too busy watching What If.
What If? What If podcast.
What If podcast. Shout out to our What If podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Another one, way better than I thought it was going to be. I got way more invested than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be like light escapism, like, I don't know, what if this happened? But it's like, it's a thing, and oh my god, and I want to say stuff so badly.
Yeah,
Listen to our episode.
Spoiler alert, not really, but you're going to want to watch What If you want to keep up with the MCU. So
you're going to want to watch all the shows. You're just going to want to watch all the shows.
Is, like, I thought, okay, this is going to be just a tangent off of the MCU. Kinda not, but also not so much. Yeah.
And there's season 2 coming out in 2022. Speaking of things we're looking forward to next year.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm very excited for
What
this.
If season 2. Mm-hmm. Yep, this one I'm excited about. Loki also has a second season coming. Speaking of second seasons coming, we don't know when
though. They have not announced.
No, so it doesn't. It's not going to be 2022.
Probably.
But we do have another season.
It might be that Christmas.
That's true.
Release
could take the place of like Hawkeye. Because
well, maybe I'm thinking Boba Fett. Take the place of Boba Fett. Mandalorian's probably going to be a spring, summer-ish type of time.
Yeah. And to this point, we've had a Star Wars about each time in that place. So swap with Marvel. Okay. A lot of fun. Love some of the characters. Really looking forward to season 2 of What If. And you want to watch this. Free Guy is also up on Disney Plus now. That came out this summer.
I mean, it was on Disney Plus in international markets. It was not in the U.S. for a long time. I think it's just coming out shortly or this week.
That's exciting. Okay,
but we have not. We haven't seen it.
But everything I've heard is awesome.
Yeah, it's supposed to be just fantastic.
So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm not going to go through. We're not going through everything. We're just the mentionables. Yep. You know. Mm-hmm. Speaking of mentionables, and you want to watch something really short and really happy and really wonderful, watch Doug Days.
Squirrel.
And good luck being in a bad mood watching Doug Days.
Doug is amazing.
My heart. I'm like, it just, yeah, they're really short and they're just wonderful. So watch Doug Days unless you're a robot and don't care about anything, because
it's true.
You must be dead inside.
Even I had the sniffles.
Yeah. But not bad sniffles. Just like wonderful. It's Doug And the whole premise of that is they're very, very short clips of Doug in his new life with Carl. It's wonderful. That is when Shang-Chi came out. Do you want to talk about Shang-Chi by chance, Brandon?
Man, I thought Shang-Chi was going to be my favorite movie this year.
That's funny.
You know what's awesome?
Yeah.
Shang-Chi was my second favorite movie this year.
It was so good. So good.
Yes, it was.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you about like some ranking stuff here, but I'm gonna wait until we talk about all the stuff that came out. Okay, but Shang-Chi for a long time was your favorite movie this year, for several months, And then something happened.
Yeah, something happened.
Something happened.
Why? What happened?
Spider-Man.
Hmm.
I think it was Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, okay. Shang-Chi, again, I thought going into Shang-Chi, I was kind of like expecting Black Widow, you know? Oh, I'm going to like this. It's going to be fun. It's going to be some cool action. And that blew my mind.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, I had zero expectations going to Shang-Chi, which probably helped it, to be fair.
Yeah.
But no, it was just a really good movie.
Super good. Yeah. Everything, it was clever writing, fun acting, lots of action, little bit of heart, cool, like, cinematography. Well, everything was awesome.
This speaks to me maybe a little bit more than you, but I grew up watching Jackie Chan movies, and it evoked that hardcore.
Plus, I love that we have a Canadian, like...
Yes.
Yay!
Simu Liu is amazing.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Everything I see, social media, talk shows, everything.
Cool follow on Twitter, I think.
Yes, he is hilarious and awesome and wholesome and just wonderful.
He's just so happy to be there.
Please no future scandals, because
right now I like him so much.
Yes.
And my heart's been broken.
Yeah. Well, okay. No, he's awesome.
But no, he's going to be great. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to do this. Well, he didn't even want it for himself. He just wanted there to be this character.
He literally tweeted about this in like 2014 or something.
He's like, "Hey guys, Shang-Chi, come on."
And
they're like, "Okay."
What do you know?
What did you say? Fine, I'll do it myself.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, so good. If you haven't heard our look at the first part of Phase 4, we talk about Shang-Chi a fair bit in that. So you definitely want to check that out.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, and Black Widow and Eternals.
Mostly Shang-Chi.
Mostly Shang-Chi, because highlight of the three. Yes, so good.
Chef's kiss.
Absolutely. But now we can't really talk MCU without talking about the shows. Is part of the thing, because it's all interwoven.
It's all connected.
So make sure you're also paying attention to all those things.
They used to say that. They didn't really mean it. But now they do.
They really mean it. They mean it so much. A couple short things came out around Halloween time I wanted to mention, because they were awesome and fun and Halloween festive. There was the Lego Terrifying Tales.
Okay. I have to pause you there. The Lego Star Wars Halloween special did more for the Knights of Ren than 3 feature-length movies. And it was a Lost Boys parody. Come on!
Okay, so that says 2 things. First of all, sad trombone.
Yeah.
But also, yay, Lego!
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. You can watch it now. It doesn't have to be Halloween. It's fine.
No, it was just fun for that time. Also, Muppets Haunted Mansion came out, and that was a whole lot of fun.
It was fun. It's cheesy, and it has a lot of the problems of modern Muppets do, but if you're a Disney fan and a Muppets fan, it works very well.
There are some cameos that you want to watch out for in that one. My personal favorite is the lady who comes and polishes Madame Pigota's crystal ball.
Yeah.
It's the original Madame Leota's granddaughter or daughter, who it does Madame Leota for the holiday overlay. So it's actually...
Nerd! That's a Simpsons reference.
Nice. Also Disney. Yeah, also Disney. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that was very exciting. We had a whole lot of like Halloween things, and then we had Eternals.
Yep. Hey, we got the first appearance of Blade in Eternals.
Oh, that's very true.
It's confirmed now.
Yeah.
Not appearance.
Appearance is the strong word.
Audio appearance.
Yeah.
It is confirmed that the voice at the end with Jon Snow. I mean, what's his face?
It's Jon Snow.
Yeah, Blade's talking to him.
So that's exciting. And I don't know, like, it's a jumping off point, I feel.
Yeah, it was doing a little bit too much work to introduce a whole bunch of characters and also stay connected to the MCU as a whole. And also introduce new characters. Like, yeah, it was doing a lot.
Yeah.
Also, Harry Styles is Thanos' brother, so...
So that's a thing. It was watchable. It was fine. It was entertaining.
I actually quite enjoyed it. But it is it is the weakest Marvel movie to come out this year.
Oh, fair. Okay, fair. I mean, there are 4 Marvel movies that came out this year. Do you think it is the weakest Marvel content to come out this year, thinking about the shows?
Yes, absolutely.
I agree. So I think we have to specify that now, because there's Marvel movie and
No, by a fair margin.
I agree.
But I still liked it.
Yeah, it was still watchable. So I said
I give it a C+.
I would like it. Like, if I just went to go watch it, I wouldn't be looking at it through the same lens as... I expect a lot from my Marvel movies. Yeah. And it didn't live up to that, but that didn't mean it was, like, a bad movie. It just meant it was a bad Marvel movie, which is a different distinction.
Sadly, it would be in my, like, top 2 or 3 DC movies.
It's true. It is actually 100% true.
I want DC movies to be good.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm a Marvel fanboy cheering for DC to fail. No, I want DC to be good.
I don't want DC to fail. I want everything to be good. It's not. I like Marvel.
They just seem to be late to the party, and I don't know.
Maybe they'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, the Flash movie's coming out, and it sounds like they're just going to copy the Spider-Man concept. Not that we're talking about what the Spider-Man concept is.
No, we're not.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Okay, well, after Eternals came out... Going back to Disney Plus, we had a short that I want to recommend. Ciao Alberto.
Follow up to Luca.
Yeah.
And it was,
It was like, what, 10 minutes long?
Yeah, it was probably more tear jerker than Luca was itself.
I laughed out loud and, like, cried.
Yeah.
Definitely. I know. That's not like saying much, but
it wasn't. No, but
it was really nice. It was really sweet.
Yeah, it was.
If you watch Luca, you should watch Ciao Alberto.
Yeah.
And Olaf Presents.
Now this is just funny.
This is awesome. In Frozen 2, Olaf gives a summary of Frozen 1 by acting it out, and it was hilarious. And all over the internet, everyone says all we want is Olaf reenacting or summarizing different movies, and he does. He summarizes Tangled and Moana and Little Mermaid and Aladdin and The Lion King, and it's amazing. Again, the whole thing takes like 14 minutes. Each one's just a couple minutes. It's totally fine.
Yeah, so they have 5 episodes, and then the 6th episode is all of them put together.
Exactly.
Watch that one.
Yeah, because that includes him summarizing Frozen. So, also, since it's the year of Marvel, we said before, and we will say again, this opens the door.
We want Luis Presents.
Yeah.
From Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Just instead of Legend. Well, you can have it instead of Legends. Or
do both.
As addition to Legends. Yeah. Just have Luis just recap Infinity War.
Yeah. He doesn't need to do every movie.
Do every movie.
I
would watch 2 hours of him recapping all 27 MCU movies.
Tony Stark was like...
But his parents were dead. He could do the same thing. It would be hilarious.
It would be really funny. Disney, please.
Please. That idea is free. I mean, lots of people have had that idea, but
we're giving it to you as well for free. Other people might charge you for it. We're giving it to you for free.
Yeah.
After that, we have Encanto. We have not watched this yet.
No, but Lin-Manuel Miranda,
we love,
is a fantastic.
Yeah, he is one of our most talented living geniuses. Please don't be enthralled in scandal and bad things.
I think he's wholesome. I don't know.
I think he might be a little... I haven't heard this, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was a little arrogant, just because really, really talented people
If I was him, I would be also arrogant.
No, I would be extremely arrogant if I was him. I'm saying he might be slightly, just that whole, when you're a genius and you're like, why are you not keeping up with me?
Right.
I think that would be him.
I could see that.
But everything I hear says he's really nice.
He seems really nice.
I know, it's kind of annoying.
No.
There's got to be something.
Maybe there's a label on his shoe. Or
maybe. Nice How I Met Your Mother reference.
Coupling, actually.
Coupling? What was How I Met Your Mother?
Oh, well, that's old school.
Oh, okay.
Coupling,
Nicely done. Yes.
British.
Yeah, very well done. But yeah, maybe he has a label on his shoe. That would make me feel better about myself. But he is on my list for people who you'd want to go sit and have a drink with. Except I'd probably be way too intimidated. But I definitely want to watch this. It's had good reviews. Again, nothing like...
I'd need 3 drinks first, and then the drink with him.
Oh, so you were not super nervous.
Loosen up.
If I had 3 drinks and then a drink with him, you'd have to peel me off the floor, so I could not do that.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
Yeah. I've heard good things about Encanto.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it's just like a lot of fun. It's very colorful, and the style is very nicely done, and of course, well written. Shocking, Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't heard like
No.
Okay, like when Frozen came out, everyone was like, it was insane, right? I'm not hearing that kind of thing about it, but
solid.
It's solid.
Solid B+.
Yeah, I've heard solid. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that one. Then we had Hawkeye.
We still have Hawkeye. Oh wait, no, it's done now.
Yeah, but
In the future.
yes, in the future, right?
We must go back to the future. No wait,
That's totally different.
That's different. Yeah.
The Beatles Get Back is also out at the same
I've
time.
heard really good things about
I
that.
have as well. We haven't watched this one yet. We said it's going to be in after the holidays kind of thing. But everything I hear is really good, so I wanted to mention
I'm not huge on the Beatles, but I've heard really good things about it, so I don't know.
Then
I like their music.
And rounding out the year, we have I know there's a movie we're going to talk about. We're going to end with that one because even though the last thing that comes out is Book of Boba Fett, that is coming out in the future, even of this podcast. So just really excited for that. Really looking forward to that. Okay, Brandon, we're ending our year of Marvel with probably the biggest Marvel movie. Well, definitely this year.
Oh, in a couple years, actually.
I'm going
because...
to... Well, yeah. Why? What happened?
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going to guess this might be... I don't... Honestly, I don't even know. If something comes along in Phase 4 that beats out Spider-Man, like, you might have to carry me out of the theater.
So, along those lines, before we get to actually talking about Spider-Man, director of Spider-Man... All three of them.
Yeah.
John Watts.
Yeah.
He did a pretty good job, right?
Yeah.
Guess who's directing Fantastic Four?
Are you so happy?
Yes!
Is that confirmed now?
Oh, well, he was announced as that before. And this was like before this movie came out. And they're like, okay, well, he did okay with Spider-Man, I guess. No, now everybody's excited.
Yeah, I bet they are. That's really exciting. I'm happy for you.
He clearly understands pop culture, first of all.
Yes.
And comic books, second of all. I mean, part and parcel.
You think? Yeah, okay.
But it could work. It could really work. Please work.
I'm happy for you. I know how excited you are for this. I'm not like disappointed. I'm going to be excited to go, but I know it's like really it's a thing for you, and that's wonderful. That's fantastic. How relieved are you?
Well, we'll see.
But how relieved are you with how this came?
I am very optimistic.
Yes.
Which is not my default setting.
That is 100% true.
Because
if
you expect disappointment, you'll never be disappointed.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Please go watch Spider-Man.
But something's different now. And it's the director.
Yeah.
That's what's different. Yeah. Go watch Spider-Man. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. We're not going to spoil anything.
Nope. No spoilers.
Highlight of 2021 Disney? Is it Spider-Man?
Oh. Probably since Infinity War, to be honest with you.
Do you like Spider-Man better than Endgame?
I do.
Okay. I asked you this, and you said you refused to answer.
Well, yeah.
Okay, but I'm going to ask you now.
I want to be organic.
And now it's recording, so you have to answer.
Mm-hmm.
Top 5 Marvel content items of all time. Is Spider-Man in your top 5?
Oh, 100%.
Spider-Man in your top 3?
Yep.
I gotta hear this. Okay.
It's fighting hard. Like top 3 is pretty hard.
Yeah.
Because you got like Guardians in there.
Yep.
And you got all the Avengers movies in there.
Yeah, but you can't lump them together.
No, I know.
Okay. Yeah.
But like, so that's.
Oh, you're fighting for what gets to the top 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a pretty good fight right there. And, I mean, you gotta have a soft spot in your heart for Iron Man.
Nothing would have existed if it wasn't for Iron Man.
Right? So, top 3 is tough. Top 3 is hard. Yeah. It's right there. It's there.
It's in the fight for top 3.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely in top 5. You're trying to tell me you've got all the shows. You've got Iron Man. You've got the first Avengers, Civil War, Infinity War, Guardians, Shang-Chi, Spider-Man. Spider-Man is beating out enough of those to make a top 5.
Oh, 100%.
And it might be beating out enough to make top 3.
It's really close on top 3. I would have to sit down and like really
take your list and actually
really fight for it, but yeah, it's top 5.
You know what we're gonna do on an episode? We're gonna rank them
again.
No, because we've only done like the phases.
Right.
We're gonna do like a full countdown, including all
Marvel properties. That's
Marvel
like 40
properties.
Things now.
That's what I'm saying. I think we should do it before the end of phase 4.
Are we including the Sonyverse now?
Oh.
Interesting.
Anything related, okay? We'll have to go through things.
Why? What's related?
Please go watch Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The villains are in the trailer. We all know Doc Ock is in it. It's fine.
That's true. Yes. No spoilers.
No
spoilers. It's in the trailer.
Oh, and Green Goblin, we
and
saw
Lizard.
and Sandman.
Yeah.
So we saw this. It's fine.
Oh.
And Electro. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we saw. They know Sony property. It's fine.
I need to go over. He got a makeover because.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah. Dude looks much better.
Yeah.
He's made quite a difference. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I almost said something. Okay. Please go watch Spider-Man. Okay. Okay.
Now you know how Tom Holland felt on the press tour. Poor guy. Can you imagine?
That's why whenever they did Avengers movies, they kept putting Benedict Cumberbatch with them. My favorite is you could see YouTube videos where it's just the two of them and they're like covering and asking questions. And sometimes a question will be asked and Tom Holland will start talking and Benedict will be like, "I'll answer that one."
What's amazing is that he must have learned because they didn't do that for this one.
Oh.
Or they just had Zendaya be like,
nope. Bad Tom Holland. Okay, so highs, lows, 2021. What was disappointing? The fact that it was 2021 still.
Yeah, I mean, we did get to see some movies in the theaters.
That was really nice. Our first movie back in theaters was a Marvel movie. We went to Black Widow.
Yeah.
Okay. Highs. This is Spider-Man. Marvel in general. Spider-Man highest of the high.
Absolutely Spider-Man.
Followed very closely by Shang-Chi.
Yes.
For me, even though Spider-Man definitely beats out Shang-Chi, that was still a high because I was so surprised by it.
Yes. Degree of difficulty, Shang-Chi probably wins.
Really?
Well, just because it was an unknown character.
I feel like Spider-Man had a lot to live up to.
It did.
It had a lot of expectations to live up to, and sometimes that's harder.
It did a lot.
It did a lot.
It did a lot. Not saying any more than
Nope,
that.
but it did a lot.
Yeah, it did a lot.
Those were a lot of villains to contend with that we all saw in the trailer.
Right. Many villains.
Mm-hmm. And also, for me, of course, a high, very high. So I love it because my two highs in terms of Disney were actually both Marvel properties, which I know is a given for you, but not necessarily for me. And one is WandaVision, which was mostly January. And one was Spider-Man, which was December. So I had bookended the year with fantastic Marvel content.
I'm okay with that. WandaVision was amazing.
I'm still obsessed with it.
It was really
I've watched
good.
the entire series twice. I will probably watch it again.
I'm down.
You're down. That's cool.
You can sit down and watch that.
So we do know this was out when WandaVision first came out. Wanda is showing up in Doctor Strange. We've known that forever.
Yeah.
I feel like before the second Doctor Strange comes out, that would be an excellent time to rewatch WandaVision.
It would. Mm-hmm. It'd be nice if we got a trailer for that at some point, hey?
Man, that would be good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see a trailer for that for 2022.
You should watch Spider-Man.
Watch Spider-Man! Okay. Watch Spider-Man.
So, all in all, world's problems aside, I think it was a pretty good year for Disney.
It was a good year for Disney. It was a really good year for Marvel. Because it was the year of Marvel.
It was the year
I have
of
a
Marvel.
question. Looking at 2022, there's a lot of Marvel content coming out.
Yes!
Can we have Year of Marvel Part 2?
Marvel Dos.
Marvel Dos. Son of Marvel 1. Okay, 2022, we have some great films coming out. We do have a lot of Marvel content. I mentioned Doctor Strange. I know it's been postponed a little bit now, but we are getting that in the first half of the year.
Yes, everything Marvel got pushed back a little bit.
So let's just do a very quick flash. This is some of the stuff coming out in 2022.
Okay.
And then I want to hear what you are and are not most excited about, okay? Turning Red, the Red Panda one, I'm very excited about. I'm not necessarily thinking it's going to be an amazing movie or anything. Love that it takes place in Canada, but it features a red panda.
Yeah.
So.
This is Pixar's attempt at what if Canadians had feelings.
Yeah, exactly.
Because all their movies are about what if blank had feelings.
What if feelings had feelings?
What if feelings had feelings? What if toys had feelings? What if cars had feelings, etc., etc. This is
what if Canadians had feelings?
I don't know.
Apparently, we turn into animals that don't live in Canada.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, good to know.
Seems legit.
We have, again, excited, spring 2022, Chippendale Rescue Rangers. I'm so excited for. Please don't disappoint me. And that's about the time we have Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness comes out. Yep.
Hope it's good.
Please be good. Lightyear. I still don't know what to think about this.
I am very confused by this. Yes, I don't know. Not confused by the concept. I'm just confused if it's going to be.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Good.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm excited about it or apprehensive about it, and I think both. Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah, no, I'm
excited about that.
I'm very excited for that.
Baymax show.
Extremely excited for that. I hope it's much longer than Doug Days. Like, I want more.
Me too.
Doug Days was amazing, but it very, very short.
When we realized we're on the last episode, I was like, wait, do we want to watch this? Like, I'll be out of Doug Days then. Like, come on. Okay.
Yeah, I could have used 3 more hours of Doug Days.
Now, some of this might get postponed further or anything like that.
Of course.
Right now, this is just our current list about 2022, and some of it is question mark.
Ms. Marvel.
Ms. Marvel is next on my list.
Already been postponed a couple times, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's next on my list, but that's why I brought it up, is because we know
Who knows? I mean, it can't be postponed too long because it's supposed to tie into the Marvels.
Well, so this is the big problem, is that you postpone one thing, you have to postpone everything. And I think, was it Doctor Strange that got postponed first that shoved everything back?
Yes.
So, you can't do that too much.
Because they had to do some reshoots that just wrapped up this week.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that was a good news item.
It is. Yeah, so rewind, pretend we're still in the news.
Yeah.
Yes, reshoots for Doctor Strange just wrapped up.
Good news item.
The rumor is there might be some more cameos or something.
Ooh, that's exciting.
That's maybe what they were shooting.
You know what? March will be here before you know.
Cameos are good.
Cameos are good.
Go watch
Spider-Man.
Go watch Spiderman and Hawkeye.
Yeah. Okay. After Ms. Marvel, we apparently have Star Wars Andor, even though we've heard nothing about this.
Yeah. Star Wars, please.
I was so excited for Andor. Please.
We've had some good animated stuff come out.
You know what? I'm sure Boba Fett's going to be amazing.
And Boba Fett, but like, poor Baby Yoda can't carry an entire universe on his back. It's very small back.
He's very small. I mean, he's doing pretty well.
He's doing a pretty good job.
He's doing pretty well, but he's only one little creature.
Little green guy.
Little.
He's gonna need a lot of soup.
He's going. And frog thingies.
And frog eggs.
Ooh.
And frogs. Mm. And blue cookies.
Yeah, macarons. So after Andor, apparently, we have Disenchanted. I'm excited about that. By now we're getting to the fall because we have Hocus Pocus 2 coming out. Pinocchio. Wakanda Forever.
Ooh.
Is that still slated for 2022? Or is that getting pushed to 2023? I know it was one of the ones that got pushed. So...
I am very curious to see what they're doing this. Apparently Michael B. Jordan might be coming back.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that's another one that has some controversy around it.
A little bit. Only a little bit.
Yeah, only a little bit. So that may or may not be pushed into 2023. Right now, it's still on my magical little list here for 2022.
Yeah, production was hit by a COVID outbreak, which is a problem, but I think they can still make it work.
Fingers crossed. We also, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. I'm so excited for that one.
I am very excited for that.
We have Cars on the Road, which is fine.
I am not excited for that, but I'll watch it. The Cars 3 was actually like surprisingly
That's
good.
True. That is true.
So
and now these are listed, but they're listed at the end of 2022, which makes me think they're going into 2023.
See?
And they're not given specific dates. Here we go: Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Secret Invasion, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, okay. You can get rid of Andor. Give me Obi-Wan Kenobi show.
Oh no, I want Andor.
I know you do, but I want
Obi-Wan Kenobi as well.
I want Obi-Wan.
Also on that giant. Okay, so sorry, but we don't have dates for those.
No,
things.
we don't. But
they're listed on my 2022.
We did have a pretty good show of Moon Knight on Disney Plus Day.
True.
That one I would guess is going
to
be 2022.
Yeah.
She-Hulk.
Maybe.
Probably.
Maybe.
And Secret Invasion, I would guess, would be 2023, almost assuredly.
Almost assuredly. So these other ones, all of these are like they were kind of chronological, and then all of these are listed like in a lump at the back, which makes me think they're going to be 2023.
Yeah.
After Obi-Wan Kenobi, there's the Peter Pan and Wendy, Willow, and the Zootopia Plus.
Okay.
So even though it says it said they're expected 2022, since they're lumped at the bottom of the list with no dates, I'm thinking if maybe early 2023.
Yeah, I don't know. They were clearly well on their way with the Willow series on Disney Plus Day again.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
I'm really looking forward to You've never seen Willow,
yes,
have you?
I have.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Willow was like a big part of my childhood, actually.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't as important to me. I know you were a big fan of like The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings and everything.
Yeah,
like
the Willow, like when I was growing up, Willow was as close to a Hobbit / Lord of the Rings movie that I got. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I really liked it.
you were much more entrenched in the world of sci-fi and fantasy, and which of course Willow's a part of the fantasy world. So that makes sense. But I did definitely watch it a couple times. Yeah.
So yeah, the nostalgia vibes on the Willow series are going to be very strong.
That actually was the highlight of Disney Plus Day for me. Was the Willow?
It was
clip.
very, very good. Yes, hilarious. That's how you do a promo video.
Yeah.
Disney like.
Yep, Pixar. But Willow was good.
Yeah, Star Wars Galactic Cruiser.
Wah, wah, wah.
Okay, well.
Oh, so that's coming 2022.
Maybe. Well, no, it is.
No, it's coming 2022.
It might not be coming 2023 though.
Ooh, a new version of it might be coming 2023.
Yeah. Okay, well, this episode has gone on a very long time.
Agreed. What are you most looking forward to from that giant list? Let's wrap up here.
Doctor Strange.
Me too.
I need to know what's going on.
I know!
And Wanda.
Okay, definitely Doctor Strange for me. Okay, that's exciting. Yay, bye 2021.
Yeah.
Go watch Spiderman.
Now let's move on into 2020 also.
2022. Okay, so like you said, this has been a very long episode, but there's a lot to talk about in 2021, and looking forward to 2022. Please go watch Spider-Man.
Do it. Do it now.
And that is our show for this week. Thanks to El Mule, who's responsible for the custom theme song you heard at the top of the show, and you can find a link to his work at our website, disneya.wixsite.com/podcast, where you can also find a link to our social media accounts. You can also email us there. And you can find us on Instagram at disneya.podcast, Facebook at disneya, Twitter at disneyapodcast. And you can find Disneya episodes on all of your favorite podcast streaming platforms and on our YouTube channel, Adventures A. If you've rated or reviewed our podcast, thank you. Especially on Apple Podcasts. You know, that would be a great New Year's resolution.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Resolve to give a 5-star review to Disney A.
That's a fantastic
on Apple Podcasts.
That's much easier than working out.
It's true. Yeah. Cheaper than gym membership.
Yeah.
Because it's free.
Yeah.
If you know someone who might like listening to us, please recommend Disney A as well. And you can listen to Disney A episodes on Magic the Mouse Radio Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 3 p.m. Eastern. And Magic the Mouse Radio can be found on most radio station apps. So next week, we are kicking off our first episode of 2022 with a look at another land in Disneyland. So in a previous episode, way back in 2021, we had a specific look at the newest park in Disneyland. So we are going to be looking at one of the oldest next week.
Probably the oldest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a few of them came out at the same time.
It's the first one that anyone entered.
That's true.
So it's the oldest.
So we're trying to give you a little bit of time to get caught up on Marvel content.
Go watch Spider-Man.
Hey, Brad, do you think they should watch Spiderman?
Yeah.
So, we're going to be talking about Main Street USA next week. So, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!
And I'm Krysta.
And I'm Brandon.
Till that next adventure, TTFN, ta-ta for now. Thanks for listening to Disney, eh? Okay, we're doing a test. Can you say something?
I can say many things. I can say raindrops and tacos and also spatula.